Hi, this is Tim of the 1916 Company. Welcome and thanks for logging on. If you love this watch, email me, Team Mosso at the1916company.com for purchase pricing and availability questions concerning this watch. In 2017, Omega relaunched its Railmaster collection. Originally debuted alongside the Seamaster Dive Watch and the Speedmaster in 1957. The original CK2914 was designed as Omega's answer to the likes of the IWC Ingenieur and the Rolex Milgauss. And today, you can see that it is an incredibly attractive vintage-inspired watch that serves a lot of those original purposes. Tool-like legibility, durability with water resistance, shock resistance, and anti-magnetism, and a no-nonsense aesthetic that pays homage to history without being dominated by it. It is an easy watch to wear. In steel, 40 millimeters in diameter, 12.7 millimeters thick, and only 46.7 from lug to lug, with a 20 millimeter spacing in between the lugs. It is one of the few Omega sports watches that is unisex, neither explicitly a men's watch nor explicitly a woman's watch. You can see on my 16 centimeter circumference wrist how easily it wears, and I could see this wearing well on a wrist as small as 14 centimeter circumference with ease. It's low enough to fit under a cuff so you can wear it formally, and it does have an inherent grace to it that makes it unusually apt for formal attire, given that it is a sports model. Taking a look at the bracelet, it's got sort of a vintage flat link design. There is a conforming end link, though it doesn't mate it perfectly to the case, and that's an intentional part of its vintage aesthetic. There is a very small amount of taper towards the clasp, removable links fixed with screws. You can see there's an intermediate size link on each side in case you find yourself in between sizes. You can use that to fine-tune the fit. Very robust, thick gauge steel, a double close, sequential close, Omega logo right there, twin trigger release. You have to press both of them to open it up. Let's take a look at the case back, talk about the movement. You might wonder, what does Naiad lock today? Once upon a time, Naiad was a crown design, but that was a long time ago. Today, Naiad lock means that it's a case back designed to be oriented perfectly up and down when it's screwed in, so it's not cockeyed or sideways. That's what Naiad lock means. So the movement is the 8806 automatic winding, 55-hour power reserve, anti-magnetic via an anti-magnetic balance staff, escapement, and a silicone hairspring to over 15,000 Gauss. That's not a maximum, that's a minimum. It is a master chronometer, which means the movement has met the COSC standards, but then cased up, it's been tested in 6 positions for chronometry, no worse than +5 -0, but also for shock resistance, anti-magnetism to over 1.5 Tesla, power reserve, winding efficiency, and as a watch, water resistance as well. It features a beat rate of 25,200 vibrations per hour, as well as 35 pivot joules. It has a stop seconds function, so you can set it precisely to a reference time. It has a full balance bridge and a free sprung balance to make it robustly shock resistant, and it has a coaxial escapement with a tri-level design, which is a fascinating tangential friction alternative to the traditional Swiss lever, which uses sliding friction, which is a higher level of friction than tangential. So this tangential friction system, devised by British watchmaker George Daniels, gives Omega a genuinely exotic escapement in the mainstream luxury price class. We'll do a quick loom shot so you can see the watch in the dark, and it looks good. Even the seconds hand is loomed. We have a vintage style dial with a crosshair center, a sort of Fotina loom, a what-if kind of design. So what if 1950s radioactive loom had aged unabated for 70+ years? Well, I guess we're closing in on 70 now, since the original Railmaster would be 69 just yet. And you might have seen that tritium, or radium, as it were, fade to this color. Of course, this is luminova. You can also see we've got a chemin de fer, or a railroad track for our minutes and seconds, baton-style hands, a counterweighted Lancet-style seconds hand. We have this lovely crosshair center with a top-to-bottom brushed stainless steel-like aesthetic. And if you look carefully, you could see that we have a satin finish on the hands as well for an anti-glare look that is fantastic, with a beautifully balanced no-date dial and the vintage 1950s Railmaster script. If you love this watch, and there is a lot to love, reach out to Team Mosso at the1916company.com for purchase and pricing details.